So, hello. All my beauties, how are you guys doing today? If you read the title below, um, I am talking about, y'all, my head tight. That's why I'm holding it like this. I just got my hair refreshed. Oh, you see that? Roots on fleek. I'm on my way to the beach. But I'm just gonna get straight into it. If you've seen the title, I'm talking about, this is something my husband asked. He asked me to talk about on how to forgive your loved one when they get incarcerated, and how to forgive yourself. So this is on forgiveness. Now, biblically, forgiveness, people think, oh, I ain't forgiving them. It stops your blessings if you don't forgive. That's one thing. And it hinders you. If you mad at somebody, it don't stop what they doing. It don't stop their joy. It don't stop their life. It stops yours. For you to walk in unforgiveness, it makes you grumpy. It makes you angry. It makes you not want to see the person. It makes you hold on to the bad, and it only eats at you. It don't eat at the other person. So I really learned through walking with God that you have to forgive, and I easily forgive. So at the time my husband went in, we was boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. We lived together. And like I said in a video, I explained this, that we had a shop. I left my job. We had a house because we opened a salon together. And one day, everything was going good. We had a house, we had cars, we had everything going good. And then we had this grand opening of our salon. We got that up and going. And my job told me that I couldn't go to my grand opening. After they gave me the day off, I had to come in and work or I get fired. And I asked him what to do. This is a big day for us. We already had it planned. And he was like, do what you gotta do. This is gonna be everything for us. And it was. The grand opening was nice. It was beautiful. When I tell you, it was people there of all ages, and older ladies coming up to me I can't believe we was in the same room as young people. It didn't feel like it. She said this was a lovely event. We had wine tasting. We had a mini show, a hair show. And then we had food, and we had dancing and just mingling. It was a day full of fun. So after that day, I think a week later, we opened up, and I was sitting there, and he was supposed to go get flyers. And as soon as he pulled up to get the flyers, I didn't know what was going on, but he said when he didn't make it in there, they swarmed his car and they took him. So I'm sitting at the shop I'm talking about 2 hours past, y'all. 2 hours past. So I'm heated. What is going on? I'm calling. No answer. So I'm sitting there for another 30 minutes. Then I was like, you know what? I'm about to lock up and go home. I don't know what he's doing. I'm tripping. And then as I'm cleaning up and stuff, my next door neighbor run to me, right? And I see him coming up to the shop hey, you need to get home. You need to get home. It's cops all in your house. Da, da, da. I said, don't even nobody know me. I'm from Flint. We lived in Pontiac. I said, I just moved here. You got the right house? He said, yes. So I went to the house and they ramshacked it. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, what the freak? So now I'm really looking for my husband. He was my boyfriend at the time. And all of a sudden I pull up. They pulling up guns like, get out the car, get out the car. You live here? And I'm like, I don't want to say yeah. But yeah. Like, and he was like, well, your husband, da da da. I said, that ain't him. He said, you don't know him, then. So my husband, I always told my husband that I don't do men in prison. It's that I went through it with my dad. I didn't want to go through it with my spouse. I didn't have a good experience. I didn't want to do it. So it took him 3 days to call me. 3 or 4 days. I put money on the phone. I'm like, why he ain't calling me? So he's scared to really talk to me because he knew what I said. He said, I know you're going to leave me. So, y'all, I fought through he spent a year in, the city jail. I don't know what to call that. And then I'm going back up and I'm fighting with him through the courts. And then it was just so overwhelming. I never been. And that's when I really seen that lawyers and the court system they ain't right. They ain't right. They knew I was gullible. And I'm going to share this story when I get with my husband. Once we together, I want to really share the story. And I'm just going to tell y'all that a little bit. But fast forward to the question, how do you forgive somebody, your loved one who left you, that's got incarcerated? It took me a while. I was hardened because I had a daughter. I was a single parent. And I was like, why would he do this to me? I did not know. I did not know at all. I don't even know if it would be different if I would have known. I think so, because I would have told him, no, not on my watch, but everything happens. So I think it took me about 3 years to really, maybe 2.5, 3 years to just be like, why? I still, when I started talking to him again, I went through bad relationships. And these are people that I thought that was in the church. It was people that I thought that the Lord would want me to be with. That did me really bad. They did me really bad, hurt me to the core. And my husband helped pick back up my pieces. So that's what helped me see him. Going through these I said, I'm going through all these bad relationships and I ain't giving him a chance. And he's still doing for me and stuff. And how we got reconnected is through my mom. He was still calling my mom. And I was like, I went through a bad breakup. And I was like, give him my number. You know how that had to go. I was like, give him my number. And then we were just talking. And he really was feeding me a definition of who he said I am. He said, do you know your worth? Do you know this? Do you know that? So he gave me a word a day. And it was so uplifting, beautiful, gifted. He gave me the definition. I was like, wow, that's not who I am. I was so broken at the time. And I remember that I had to forgive him. And it took me, after even I talked to him, it took me a minute to forgive him. because I was like, why would you do this to me and my daughter? It got us sleeping at my mom's house. And it was so much other stuff conspired. Like, I thought he was paying the bills, and it was a lot of things, you guys. But I was like, I went through a lot of hurt with other people that did me worse. And I was like, dang, maybe it wasn't so bad. But I remember what he did for me, because I really believe that you don't know what you got until it's gone. Like, I wasn't the best. I said, how was I? Could he talk to me? Like, I was so, like, wrapped up in hurt from my past that I couldn't give him all of me. So we was two broken people in a relationship at that time, which wasn't healthy. Like, I played a part in bad talking them and everything when I was younger. I really didn't want to date. I really didn't even know if I was ready to live with somebody and build a future with somebody at that time. I was just doing it, but and then I seen his fruit, and I was like, he did so much for me. And that's not even it. He showed me what love was. He was the first person that really loved me. So I forgave him, and we talked about it. And that's what I said. As much as you done for me, I'm going to be here by your side. Because this is who God says you are. You are this. You are the head, not the tail. You are above and not beneath. You are a king. You are everything. And you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And I ask God to show me my husband through your lens. Don't show me my husband through the world lens and what they say he is, and through his number that the prison gave him, that the state gave him. That's not who he is. He is, and God showed me, and he let me feel him, and it was just so rewarding. So even if forgiveness is everything, unforgiveness can stop your blessings. And I had to forgive myself too I blame myself for him being incarcerated. Like, I should have did this, I should have did that. But I believe that everything's happened for a reason, and everything works together for our good, because me and him both got closer to God. So I count my blessings. I count every heartache as joy, because I know Christ is in it. So we had to go through a healing process. I'm telling y'all, it was not easy, but my husband was patient. And now that my husband opening up, I was patient. I got to be patient with him as he opened up about some things as he was with me. And that's what helped me. And it was easier for me to forgive him, because he said, I understand. I know you hurt. I know I did wrong. And I'm here. Like, let's walk through this. No matter how long it take, I'm with you. And that really helped me. He was gentle. He was real gentle with me. And I'm telling you, I went through all the freaking senses, like crying, anger, happy, sad. Like, but he took it on. I said, wow, you are strong. So forgive and let go. And God, I didn't ever not think that God would give me somebody incarcerated. But God worked in mysterious ways, and my husband is helping in there. He's running a church in there. God is really using him to help other people in there, as he using me out here as we are apart to help start ministries. And I would do the shelters. I help women that go through other things, because I know how it feels to feel abandoned and rejected. So we are doing stuff. And if you look at the good, and you say, God, let me see this situation through your lens instead of through my fleshly eyes, and you will see the beauty, and you will count it all joy, because he is in it. He is in every hurt, every pain, every laughter. He is in every sorrow. He is in the good and the bad. Everything works together for your good. So I thank y'all for listening. I thank y'all for rocking with me, and continue to show me love, and have a blessed day. Thanks, husband, for this question. It just really opened me up to see why I'm still doing this. Like, I love that he asked this question, because I don't be knowing this is really what I lived through, but talking about it bring it back to life. So thank you guys. Thank you. Have a blessed day.